I thought it was just a careless joke, a fleeting remark made in frustration, something that wouldn't matter in the long run. But some words, the ones we fling in anger, have a way of cutting deeper than we ever expect. My husband, Ryan, wasn't a man of anger. He never raised his voice. He didn't pick fights. Calm, measured, patient, he was the kind of man who chose quiet over conflict, peace over confrontation. In a world that applauds aggression as strength, he was soft, and I had once loved that about him. His patience balanced my impulsive temper, grounded my stormy energy. But over time, that very calmness began to gnaw at me. Perhaps it was my pride. Perhaps it was restlessness. I started seeing his quiet nature not as wisdom but as weakness. It all came to a head one night out with friends. Someone made an insensitive joke about me. Laughter erupted around the table, including Ryan's. He hadn't meant anything by it, he barely even caught the tone, but my blood boiled. When we got home, I lost it. "You just sat there," I shouted. "You let him make fun of me and you did nothing." He tried to explain, tried to calm me. But I didn't want explanation. I wanted proof of strength, proof that he would fight for me. And when he stayed silent, when he refused to rise to my anger, I lashed out even harder. "Of course you wouldn't. You never fight, never stand up for anyone. You can't even protect your own wife." The look in his eyes that night, it wasn't anger. It wasn't even sadness. It was the weight of disappointment, the quiet resignation of a man who realized he had given his all to someone blind to it. "I'm sorry you see me that way," he said softly and walked to the bedroom. That should have been the end, but it wasn't. Weeks passed and a wall formed between us. He continued his routines, making coffee, kissing me goodbye, but something had shifted. His eyes no longer carried warmth, they carried distance. Then came the night at another dinner. A stranger accidentally spilled his drink on me, chuckled, and apologized lightly. I looked at Ryan, waiting for him to respond, to step in. But he didn't. Calmly, quietly, he handed me a napkin. "It's okay," he said. The words erupted from me before I could stop them. Sharp, cruel. "Of course it's okay," I snapped. "You wouldn't do anything even if it wasn't. You can't protect anyone." Silence fell like ice. Ryan simply placed the napkin down, stood up, and walked out. He didn't return that night. Or the next. Days became weeks. Calls went unanswered, messages ignored. His side of the closet emptied. And then I understood. He wasn't taking time to cool off. He was gone. The house felt hollow without him, quiet in a way that gnawed at my bones. I replayed the moments I had misunderstood. The nights he drove across town to fix my flat tire. The days he helped me after I lost my job. The countless ways he protected me, not from the world but from myself. He had been strong all along. I had just been too blind to see it. Months later, I saw him again at a small cafe. He was with another woman, soft-spoken and serene, someone whose presence made him light, happy. He greeted me politely, small talk passing between us, but I felt the shift in him. His calmness still existed, but it carried strength now, confidence, the quiet assurance I had once mocked. Watching him, protective and gentle with her, I cried, not out of heartbreak but out of realization. I met someone else after that, Adrian. Bold, assertive, fierce, the exact opposite of Ryan. He defended me, yes, but with an edge, a need to dominate, to control. One night, during an argument, I said something cruel. And Adrian didn't walk away. He shouted. He slammed. He demanded obedience. And in that moment, I understood fully what I had lost. I had traded true strength for loud chaos, gentle protection for hollow dominance. Ryan hadn't been weak. He had been strong in ways I couldn't comprehend at the time. Kindness, patience, quiet strength, these were his weapons. And I had failed to recognize their power. Now, when I see men who fight and raise their voices, I know the truth. Strength isn't shown in the noise, the fury, or the fight. Real strength is quiet. Real strength protects without demanding recognition. Real strength is walking away when your love isn't valued. Ryan protected me all along. I just didn't see it until it was too late.